Denver's best music, Mix 100. Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. Hey, listen, you can take the radio station with you wherever you go. We've got an app, and it's super free. So go get it. Get to your app store on your phone. Just search Mix 100 Denver. Make sure you put the Denver in there, or you'll get some weird mix station out of like Fort Worth or something.
Tallahassee.
Yeah. So it's Mix 100 Denver in your app store. Get it on your phone, your tablet. I don't know. Does it work on your watch? I don't know. But either way, get it. And then there's this little microphone button down in the corner there that you can click on and send us voice messages all throughout the day. And it goes right to our emails. So we'll get them during the show even. So if you have an observation, you want to sound off about something, you want to throw your goofy kids on there with a dad joke, anything. We say tap that app and then tap the microphone button and send us voice messages. It's Mix 100 Denver in your app store. Get it today. We've got a trending report for you. We've been collecting all the stories here this morning of stuff that's trending. Here's Jer on sports, guys. Broncos are playing on Christmas Day.
Yay!
Against the Chiefs at Arrowhead. How about that?
The
Chefs.
Yeah.
Go Broncos.
So I think it's like an evening game
Yep.
on Christmas.
Christmas night.
It'll be here before we know it. 226 days before Christmas, you guys.
I mean,
good Lord.
Sneaking
Let's
up on
not-
it.
That the NFL has started playing on Christmas, because I don't know how your guys' families do it, but we always do like the immediate family, like mom, dad, siblings, Christmas morning, and then we go have like the bigger extended family party in the evening. And there's always a couple games now. There's NBA games and NFL games now. And that's like my filler of the day when there's nothing to do between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. And I watch those games.
We're not allowed to have a TV on.
Loved that the NFL has started doing that. Really?
Yeah.
no TV?
Christmas, no TV.
What do you do for the 7 hours in between
It's family
those things?
time, gifts, eating,
I see 'em
mingling. It's a rule. No TV on holidays.
So I guarantee you Nick Nack's going to have that Broncos game.
She'll have it on.
Oh, yeah.
Promise you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, we're going to break that rule this year.
I think the
so
Nuggets have a chance of playing on Christmas Day, too. So if we have a Nuggets and a Broncos game,
Might as well cancel Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm
Right?
telling you.
Sorry,
But
Jesus.
you guys, it's Christmas. You shouldn't be sitting there in front of the TV during a magical
But
holiday.
we're sitting there with family.
Oh, is that what
Yeah,
you're doing?
that's how I
how
couch
you're
it.
spending
You're
it.
creating memories, Jer.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, you guys do you. 226 days until we can plunk down and watch the big game.
gosh.
Sports ball. All right. Madonna has teamed up with some director on Netflix for a limited series about her life. I guess it's the same guy who did Deadpool and Wolverine and the producer of Stranger Things. So what is this going to be like?
Right?
Insane.
Story here says there's no word on which part of Madonna's life it'll be about or who will even portray her, but it's in the tank right now. There's
It'll
gonna
probably be
a
Ryan Reynolds.
Madonna documentary.
right?
Yeah, who would play
Who'll
a good
portray her?
Madonna? I'd have to think about
I don't
that.
know.
I think we could get quite a few.
Could like
ladies in
Jennifer
there.
Lawrence maybe? Is she?
Ooh, Jennifer Lawrence would be a good
Jennifer
one.
Coolidge.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
it's
depending,
Madonna.
like a virgin.
It's funny, depending on which stage of Madonna's life, I think both
Yeah,
of those
It's
ladies
gonna have to be
would
all
be
the stages.
good picks. Yeah, because that's the thing. She's
Jennifer
lived,
Coolidge would not be a good pick.
Well, maybe for
well,
this when she had all the
exactly
the stuff done.
Later on, Jennifer Coolidge does a lot of great stuff, so I'm sure she could.
Did you
pull
guys
off
like Madonna? Like growing up, was she?
She
it
was
wasn't
a
my
huge-
go-to.
But she was a huge core artist. She was everywhere. I wasn't like a fan. I didn't have a black glove.
I just
lace
heard that,
glove and
like,
everything.
I
everybody
had the
kinda
pointed
loved
bra,
her.
but that's for
I
fun.
mean, who didn't? Who
that was
didn't?
just a little something I did
Yeah.
in high school.
Madonna's also a little
a phase.
old
Gosh.
for me. Like,
Yeah, she was
you know
kinda
what I mean?
80s, wasn't
yeah,
she?
I was
Yeah.
kind of young when she was it, but yeah, I mean, who doesn't know her music, right?
Yeah,
like,
you're
she's
right.
La
iconic.
Isla Bonita.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice job with that. By
Yeah,
the
you're
way.
welcome. It's honestly like one of her good ones. It's
Yeah.
old school, but whatever. What else is going on? Is it the Cannes Film Festival or Cannes?
It's Cannes.
Cannes?
Canes.
Raisin Canes?
Well,
Film
isn't it
Festival?
Cannes?
Yeah.
No.
It's
I
the
don't know.
Cannes.
Cans.
Cannes
It's
Film
the
Festival.
Cans.
Cannes Film Festival.
Anyway,
Yes.
We said it
every possible way.
Wow, we are.
There's this film festival that begins with a C, you guys. They've got a new rule prohibiting nudity on the red carpet and throughout the event.
I wonder why.
It's because the recent trends, you've seen the pictures of sheer everything.
Yeah.
Revealing everything. They say the new rule is intended to uphold the festival's formal atmosphere. So you can't be looking at people's booties anymore. That's the big thing I've noticed on these past few award shows, that it's the sheer back. And you get straight on butt.
Yeah.
You get butt for days.
Just straight on backside.
Butt for days. Speaking of getting butt for days, Halle Berry spent Mother's Day trying to sell us a particular product that she's a part of. Did you see some of her videos that she was posting on Instagram?
I didn't.
With her boyfriend, and they were laying in bed.
Ooh.
And it was very clear that they were about to smash.
Ooh.
She
What
looks
were they
good.
selling?
I don't care what anybody
well,
said.
they were selling a particular product that maybe women going through menopause need to use because of, issues down there, let's say. I don't want to say the word. It begins with an L and ends with oob.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
She's got a line of it, I guess. It's called Let's Spin.
Oh, gosh.
So anyway, she posted all these
Wow.
videos of her and her boyfriend, and then she was like holding up her Let's Spin product.
She looks good.
She looks great.
She looks
Berry
really
is
good.
Absolutely
Like
gorgeous.
she is 58 years old.
Are
I
you
did not even
cereal?
know that.
Are you cereal right now?
Dang.
A couple
Good for
quick
her.
show announcements. Fox unveiled. Good for her. Fox unveiled their fall schedule yesterday. There's no Masked Singer on there. Everybody chill out, relax. It'll be back in January. It's on a break. We were on a break. I know Nick Nack and the kids have loved that show lately.
You know,
It's kind of good. The only thing I
It's
hate
kinda
about that
good.
is how clueless the judges always try to sound.
It's such an act.
It is.
It's an act.
a huge gimmick. I do like the talent, and I like some of the stars.
I like the talent,
John
too.
Elway was on there.
I know.
But which he was horrible.
The talent as far as the judges.
yeah.
Is what I
Yes,
like.
but they act so dumb.
My girlfriend's on
like,
there.
I
They
don't
do,
like it.
but that's the thing. I didn't realize how much I was going to like that show. I've always been like, masking, it seems stupid. I've never given it
But
a
it
chance.
sucks you in, huh? You're like,
It
who
does.
is it?
Yeah.
You're guessing.
Because I only get like network television now, I've watched a lot of shows I didn't think I'd watch, and I like that one. I didn't think
It's
I'd like
good.
it as much
Yeah.
as I did.
I just like Jenny McCarthy.
She's, yes.
She is so
also,
funny.
yes.
So funny. That's
Yep.
I love her comedy. Fox is also reviving 2 classic competitions: The Weakest Link and Fear Factor. They're bringing
Oh.
Fear
No
Factor
way.
back.
Are they bringing back
Whoa.
what's his name?
Rogan doubt
to
it.
host it? Oh
Doubt
shoot!
it. I
Yeah, he
doubt
doesn't-
it.
He's busy.
He doesn't need it.
He doesn't need it at all,
He
buddy.
doesn't.
And then one final thing that got me really excited: it looks like Amazon Prime is bringing back American Gladiators.
No way.
Yes.
I loved American
Yeah.
Gladiators
So did
growing
I.
up. When I had sleepovers, we would stay up till 10:30 and watch American Gladiators.
You know, and you thought you could do it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Of
I
course you
remember
did.
those sticks that had the big things on the end, and
Q-tips.
they try and
Yeah, the
the
big
Q-tips,
Q-tips.
and they. Oh, I loved that show
was a
so
good show.
much.
So good.
You know what else? In talking about bringing shows back, Peacock is kind of in a way bringing back The Office. It's the sequel series, and it's called The Paper. And I'm dead serious. It's the new season's coming out this summer called The Paper.
Well, how about that?
And I'm kind of interested to see what it's going to be like because I love The Office.
I love
growing
paper,
up.
so
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested. It'll be good.
there
We'll
you
see.
go.
Yeah.
Katie Cat, what's going on locally?
Well, first of all, big thing happening yesterday. There was a crash on I-70 and a bunch of eggs got spilled everywhere.
Oh, the video of this semi truck is insane.
It is no yoke, for real.
Oh,
But
hey,
this semi
Katie.
truck crashed. It was
All
westbound I-70. It actually closed 2 whole lanes for like most of the morning. The driver did suffer some minor injuries. There hasn't been an update on him, but you hit the nail on the head, Jer. If you go look at these pictures of the eggs that you can tell.
They're everywhere.
You can tell he ran into a pole and those eggs came all the way through the front cab and just spilled
Just
out
went
onto
everywhere.
the roadway.
It's not what you want to crash when you're carrying
mess.
those.
No, like that is probably the last thing you want to be hauling if you get into a crash.
Can
But
they
again,
save any of those, or do they have to like?
Oh, I would think so. If they're not cracked
yeah,
up
if they're
or
not
anything.
cracked, you think
Yeah.
you're okay?
They're not. They didn't go bad.
You're gonna have really
How many-
fluffy eggs. They're gonna be shaking. A lot
Right,
of-
exactly. Already scrambled
Yeah.
for you. But yeah, again, that road, it's happened yesterday morning, so that is long since been cleared. But this is another story coming out of DIA as Frontier Airlines, the worst airline out there, according to JD Power. So they released their 2025 North American Airline Satisfaction Survey. Not good for the Denver-based company. It's not going to be a good year for airlines in general. They're saying with the expected fees and ticket hikes on the horizon, people are not looking forward to this.
We decided to drive this year to our destination again. We're like, like,
Yeah.
screw it. We're not going to go to the airport.
Yeah. And that's kind of like
Because all the planes have been crashing, too.
at Frontier.
There's that.
Yeah.
That
and
one was upside down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny, the people who, fly a lot, they're saying that that's it. Like, they have seen a steady increase in everything. And then the safety of the customers, people feel like, has been on a decline. So the rising prices, customer service drop, like, the airlines are not in a good place right
Still
now.
the
but
safest way to travel.
It
but
really is. I mean,
know,
we
by
have
before
to,
everybody
far and
starts
away.
texting us.
we have
yes,
to
we get it.
highlight that. We understand that, but this
Still,
is something they're dealing with.
I don't want to sit in the clouds right now. I'm going to sit in the SUV.
Yeah, I don't want to either, Jer. How about this? Morris, the Colorado alligator from Happy Gilmore, right? You remember Morris.
He ate the guy's hand.
He
did.
did. Well, he passed away sadly on Sunday. The Colorado Gator Farm posted on Facebook about the passing of their oldest alligator. He was either 80, 90, or 100. They
They got to cut them open and check the rings now.
Yeah, well, no, they actually, what they do is they look at their teeth. And so that's where they can't completely gauge into how old he is exactly, but they're saying between 80 and 100. And he has a really interesting story because he was actually found in a backyard in Los Angeles when he was like 10 or 20 years old, they thought, but he was an illegal pet, and he was given to the only person in the city with the right permits to have him, and it was someone in the film industry, and the rest is history. So he has been in Dr. Dolittle 2, Eraser, Blues Brothers 2000, and they say he was like...
He's kind of a big deal.
He was a big deal, and he
He's
got
cocky.
his claim to fame. He was aggressive. It's funny you say that. That's why he became
cocky.
so famous, is if you remember in especially Happy Gilmore when he was like hissing and everything.
He's a diva.
He did that to show off. It wasn't really him being aggressive. He was just showing off. He thought it was
He's a
funny.
diva.
But
he
that's
has little
what,
sunglasses
yeah,
on.
well,
Yeah.
but that's what got him attention, is he was really he kind of stood out from the other alligators. But yeah, sadly, no longer with us, Morris the alligator.
Rest in peace, Morris.
Yeah, he lived a long life, though, a long, famous life. How about this story out of Boulder, as the highest home sale ever was recorded in Boulder? And that's saying a lot, because that is a rich hood, right?
I'm going to tell you, I haven't been
My
up to Boulder in a
gosh.
while, and we had to drive up to Longmont for the Diamond Dive, and I went through Boulder, and that, what is that, 93 back through there?
Yeah, Highway 119, right?
Yeah.
The Flatirons and everything, it was so green and so beautiful.
That's so funny,
it
Jeremy.
is so pretty
I
down
took
there.
that way back too.
Yeah.
It just said it was quicker than going down I-25 again.
It sucks that that's a one lane back
Yeah.
and forth road, because
Yeah.
I just am mouth breathing the whole time, like looking around. It's
Yeah,
so pretty.
I found myself looking to the right a lot, off to the mountains and the mountain range too, and I was like, yeah, this is a one way. I should probably
There
pay attention
is-
to the road
Yeah.
more.
There's a little bar out there in the middle of nowhere that I want to go to. It looks like an old, dilapidated house, and it's sitting there, and it's always packed. Have you seen
Packed.
that? And it's
Someone
just got
was-
like a field behind it with chairs and umbrellas and everything, and you sit there and just stare at the mountains.
Was that the one where it looked like they were smoking some barbecue there too? I mean, it's
could
literally
be.
in the middle of
Of
nowhere.
nowhere.
And this guy that was going the opposite way of me stopped all the traffic, and he was trying to
Trying to
turn
get in
left
there?
into it. And I was like, this place is
I've always
hopping.
wanted to go there, and there was no parking as I drove
I
by.
checked maps, and it's not even on the. I was like, what is this place? I
Yeah.
want to know what it is. And I'm looking at my maps, and there was nothing there. It's like open field. I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah,
well.
it's an old house. It's next to like a guy who's doing like chainsaw art.
I
or
noticed
something.
that too, and that's so funny. I mean, Katie, it was packed to the brim, like no
funny.
I
parking
wanna go
available,
there.
and I was like, I really want to see this.
The bad
Oh
thing
my
is like I wouldn't want to
gosh.
go and like have anything. You'd have to Uber, just to be safe.
So
'Cause
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you don't want to have
$110 Uber.
You don't want to have a couple Dr Peppers and drive home.
No,
on
that
that
one
road.
way.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Definitely
Be smart.
not. No, that whole area is full of mountain roads and beautiful scenery. It's part of why it costs so much to live there. So again, this expensive home, the most previous expensive home in Boulder that was sold was $13 million back in January of 2023. This one at 1505 Sunset Boulevard was sold for $14.5 million,
Hey.
making it the most expensive home ever sold in Boulder. It's got an unobstructed view with the Flatirons, floor to ceiling windows, and see-through balconies.
I love see-through
What?
balconies.
How do you do that? I'm confused.
Glass.
Glass?
Generally,
Really?
yeah. A lot of times
Generally?
it's glass.
Most of the times.
Yeah,
just
they try to avoid
confused.
drywall with those.
Yeah.
Well, how do you
most of
get
the time.
see-through
Yeah,
drywall?
or like stone.
They have see-through
Okay.
wood, actually, Katie. That's probably what they
It
did.
could be
yeah.
that new
You
invisible
know what?
wood.
I
Invisible
am
wood.
so glad I
Yeah.
asked that
It's a
question.
NASA product. It's
So
invisible wood, and it just came out.
glad.
They got it from space.
Super cool. Yeah, it's meteorite wood. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's generally how they do the
guys done?
see-through
You
balconies.
guys done? Okay. Well, again, 7,246 square feet. So it's a
Dang.
big
Big ol'
spot.
house.
And one more story,
What?
Jer, because
Oh.
your Denver Nuggets, they are in OKC this evening, taking on the Thunder in a very, very big Game 5. We need to win this one, Josh.
Oh, we do.
We need to win this game.
Should we give away tickets today?
We
This?
do. I
Whoa.
hear we've got some tickets for Game 6, Jer.
Yeah, I think we do.
Yeah.
I haven't been
Okay, then.
I want to do one of those phrases that we have to listen for, that you guys have to listen for.
Okay.
So when we repeat it later on in the show, you got to be caller 10, and then boom, we'll hand you a pair of tickets. When
What
is
should
that
it be?
game? Thursday? Game
Yeah.
6?
Thursday, Game
game.
6 at Ball Arena.
Okay, I want to think about the phrase. We'll come back at 7 and tell you a phrase that you got to listen for the
Sounds
rest of
good.
the show.
Go Nuggets!
We know people. We get tickets. Just
You
saying.
get tickets.
We're kind of a big deal. I did get a
Yeah.
text last night. Jared, we got tickets for you. All right, so we'll do that at 7. We'll also dive into PMI, a positive, a minus, and something interesting. The fun continues with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh here at Denver's Mix 100. Let's see what Traffic Dude has to say. Yeah. Denver's best music, Mix 100 with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. Thanks so much for having us on a Tuesday. Also, thank you to everybody who is writing in on our text line, letting us know that the name of that little bar out there on 93 on your way out to Boulder is called the Flats Beer Garden. Josh and I passed it going out to an event this past weekend, and we're like, we need to go to there. We need to go hang out.
I gotta try it, dude.
It's got a beautiful back patio.
It looks super cool, and there's a lot of wood sculpted bears out there.
Oh, I'm a
around
fan.
The place. I know, I'm a big fan.
Those are the chainsaw bears.
They
right?
are, yeah. Looks
So it's
cool.
the Flats Beer Garden. So thank you to the numerous messages that came in about that. All right, listen, we have Nuggets tickets. We're going to give away a pair of Nuggets tickets today for Game 6 on Thursday against, who are they playing?
Oklahoma City Thunder.
That's right.
Yep.
Jaron Sports. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you a phrase right now that you have to listen for the rest of the show. And when you hear it, you have to be caller 10. And when you are caller 10, we'll hand you a pair of tickets to go see the Nugs. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Instead of couch potato, how about court potato?
I love it.
Oh, that's good.
A court
Such a
potato.
court potato.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Ugh. All right, so be listening for court potato for the rest of the show. And when you hear it, be caller 10. And that'll score you some Nuggets tickets to Thursday night's game. It's just so ridiculous. The phrase again that you're listening for is court potato. Before we dive into PMI, I have to let you guys know that today is field day at my daughter's school.
I love
best day
Wasn't field day great?
ever.
Yes.
Took home a lot of blue ribbons those days, Jared.
I don't want to brag, but a lot of first place.
Yeah.
A lot of
ribbons.
first place.
I ran away from school on field day once.
Oh.
Did.
You don't
I
like
was
the
in-
long jump?
I was in that hurdle race, right? And like
You just felt like running.
No, I did, and it's funny because I ran so fast to get to jump those hurdles, and then I knocked every single one of them over as I tried to jump.
That's
Gosh.
embarrassing
And then
for
I was
little,
embarrassing, so I just kept running home.
Aw.
You really did.
little chubby Katie.
I really
Couldn't
did.
do it. Little,
Oh my gosh.
little
Couldn't
chubby
quite
kid.
clear it.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah, that was me.
Who are we
Yeah.
kidding? You walked home. You didn't, you
No,
didn't
I
run.
ran
She didn't
home.
run. She
I
found a nice
ran
big
home.
car
Chance
and
you ran.
Sat
I
under the
ran
bleachers.
home, and then my mom made me turn around and walk right back to school. She's like, "What are you doing home? Get back to school, kid."
I
I know, I'm so embarrassed. I tripped.
It
over
is
everyone.
definitely the time of year where I feel like schools are mailing it in because yesterday my daughter was like, "It's a no learning day tomorrow," and I was like, "What?"
Oh
She's
my
like, "Well."
ridiculous.
I was like, "Really? I feel like that's every day." She's like, "We have field day for the first half of the day, and then we get to watch a movie the last half of the day." I'm like, "Oh,
Teachers
we're
are done.
Yeah.
we're
Yep.
in movie mode already, aren't we? I think we still have like 13 days left or something."
I was gonna say I'm friends with a bunch of teachers, and one of them was talking to me the other day, and she's like, "Yeah, we're taking my class, my 5th grade class, to the Rockies game," and I was like, "Oh, sounds like a lot of learning's being done there.
It's a no learning
Good.
day.
Good for you guys."
We're watching a movie for the rest of school year.
Get it, kids. Get it.
Yeah.
That's the best part of school, right? The last couple weeks when
It
you're just
was.
so
You're
anxious
such a
to
glass
get
half
out.
full person.
What do you mean? I remember the last 2 weeks of school.
I say
were
you
like,
cram in the learning these last 2 weeks because they're gonna lose it all
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
over the summer. This is the time you
No.
cram the learning in. You don't mail it in
No.
with movies.
Captain Kill the Fun over here.
Oh,
no,
my God.
you have field day.
Captain thinking about our future generations over here.
That's what they've been doing all year. Like the last 2 weeks.
Okay, we're not
Have
gonna
they?
argue about this.
Huh?
I was like, Jeremy's
Katie and
school.
I are on such opposite ends of
We
how
are.
school should be run.
How many off days did your kids have this year?
Like 100.
Like
It was so
100.
many, so many. It was don't
Jeez.
even
Too many to
get
count.
me. And Katie's like, well, kids need to be kids.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's just more time you get to spend and create memories with them,
Oh,
Jared.
God.
Yeah, well, they're sitting on the tablets while you're trying to juggle your work life. Okay,
Yeah,
so listen. I have a horrific field day memory as well, Katie Cat. I've
Oh.
told it a few times on this show. I don't know if I've ever told it to you. There is video floating around of my 6th grade field day where we're doing the tug of war. All the kids back and forth,
Yeah.
on each end of that rope. And I'm having a hard time pulling that rope because I'm using one hand to pull it because my other hand was down the back of my pants scratching my booty hole.
Wait.
There is home video of this. I'm pulling on the rope with my left hand. Right hand is scratching the old anus. And come to find out, a few days later, we discovered that I had pinworms.
I was going to say, did you have worms?
That's when Jeremy had worms in 6th grade. And if you've ever had pinworms, it gives you the itchy booty hole. And there is young Jeremy, 6th grade field day, with a hand down the back of his pants, going to town on my sphincter.
Get the talcum powder.
It itches.
It is so bad.
You literally were the dog just scraping his butt across the
so
floor.
we lost field day.
We lost.
We lost tug of war that day.
Jeremy didn't have his hands in his pants.
Jeremy wasn't
Maybe
pulling
we
his
would've
weight.
won.
Jeremy wasn't pulling his
Oh
weight.
my gosh, that's funny.
So that's my horrific field day
That's
story,
good.
Katie.
You should have
Poor
ran
child.
home too.
He could. It was
Could've
too
ran-
itchy.
I know.
Oh,
Run home and
man.
wash my hands. All right, we've got PMI, a positive, a minus, and something interesting. I think I already
That
showed
was
the
the
minus.
minus.
Yeah. Who's got to pee today?
I got the pee.
All right, zip through the pee.
Oh, this is great. This is a really good look for Colorado because one more reason we love Travis Hunter. Okay, so he graduated from the University of Colorado last week, and right after the graduation ceremony, he was on a plane, and there's a story circulating right now about Sandy Hawkins Combs, who sat next to Travis on the plane, and she talks about how he was the nicest young man. It was yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, very polite. great. Actually offered to help put her bag in the overhead compartment and helped her with the tray. So he was just a very nice gentleman sitting next to her on the plane. She didn't realize who he was.
I don't either. Who is this?
Travis Hunter. He's the Heisman Trophy winning. He's a cornerback and a wide receiver out of CU. He just drafted second overall by the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Obviously.
Big deal.
Yeah, okay.
He is a big deal right
Thank
now.
you for that. And everyone else
a
who's
really
like, who?
good look for CU. He came from CU, and he is a proud Buff. And again, this lady on the plane was like, he was so nice to me, and people started coming up to him and like saying, congratulations, and you did so good this year. And so she's like, clearly I started to realize I was sitting next to somebody important. And so I asked him, hey, are you famous or something? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to go play professional football. So he was just very humble about it. He didn't make a big deal. And it's just one more story coming out about how great this dude is. I mean, I can't wait to see that. I hope he has a long, amazing career in the NFL because he truly deserves it. Like every story that comes out about this kid, it just makes you prouder and prouder that he came from Colorado.
I gotta look him up.
So you do. You need to look him up. You need to make sure that, you're proud as well because Travis Hunter, he's just... I cannot say enough good things about this guy, so that is definitely the positive.
Cool
for
dude.
PMI
There you go.
today.
And a talented footballer.
Talented.
Obviously. All right. Very good. Here's the minus. A female Amazon delivery driver. This is like the total opposite of your story, Katie.
Okay.
A female Amazon
go.
delivery driver was caught on security cameras going to the restrooms on people's front porches in California on Sunday morning. Yes, she does appear to go number one. And number two, the homeowners say they also found dirty paper towels on the property. I have a little bit of audio from one of the homeowners. Here you go.
Oh,
Probably.
gosh.
Different kind of pastry was left behind.
Jeez.
Apparently, this Amazon delivery woman was at another family's house about a mile away and peed all over their brick driveway as well.
Well, have you seen like Amazon tracks how long your car doesn't move?
And that's the thing.
And you
They're
get like
so
2 minutes. I
strict.
mean, they've had stories about people peeing in their Gatorade bottles and stuff
Yep.
like that. They're so like you have to keep moving. You get like 2 minutes.
But I feel
of
like you
downtime.
could pull into a gas station or something, and you'd be fine.
She's
I don't
probably
know.
like, nope.
Can't do it. Gotta
go.
make time. Anyway, it's funny because they say that she did the thing where she took a picture of the package after it was delivered, but it was just enough to the left that you didn't see the poopy on the ground.
I mean, she
The big
couldn't
pile of dookie.
find a bush somewhere. She had to do it right next to the package.
When
Like
you gotta go, you gotta go.
I mean, a little more privacy.
When
though.
it hits you, Katie
My
Cat.
Yeah.
gosh.
It's like scratching your butt on field day. I tell you right now. Josh,
When
what's
the itch gets you.
What's the interesting?
Gosh. Well, Denver is about to be a Airbnb for all those Miller moths. They're coming back to Colorado. They do their annual migration where they're all basically born out in the western plains, and then they move all the way over to Colorado to the Rocky Mountains. And scientists now are saying, hey, don't kill those guys. I know they can be annoying and they get into your house. They're not going to hurt you.
They crawl in your ears and lay eggs.
That's false.
Don't
They're not
actually?
doing that.
They do.
They're not going to hurt you. They can't bite you. They can't do anything. And they're really, really, really good for pollinating all of Colorado. I mean, their pollination is almost more impactful than bees in that there's just so much more of them. There's so many more Miller moths. And it's really, really good for all the vegetation here in Colorado. And a lot of people are scared of them, I guess. That's what they're saying. A lot of people are very scared of them because of their erratic flight patterns.
Yeah.
Don't kill them. They're really good. And then on top of that, not only do they pollinate, they need these pollinating animals because they also feed the entire ecosystem in Colorado. They feed the reptiles, the birds, and all different animals across Colorado. So these tiny little giants, they're Colorado's heroes. That's what they're saying.
And they lay eggs in your ears.
Is that what's wrong with you, though? Like, is that
They
what-
will. They will.
Moth
do-
eggs in your ears?
While you're sleeping,
Is
they
that what
crawl in your
happened?
ears and lay eggs in there.
Jeremy had an
That
itchy butt
makes
for a
sense,
different reason. That's
actually.
where they laid the
I
eggs.
know. They went in on the wrong end on you.
Get it out of me! Get it out of me!
Gross.
The fluttering was kind of nice.
Yeah.
I'll have to admit. There you go. There's your PMI with JKJ at Denver's Mix 100. I'm trying to quickly read some sort of message that came in from Melissa. Is she defending the kids having their time off from school
Yes.
with the multiple typos in her message? Is it?
Dude. She's a teacher.
She used the wrong there and the wrong to, so we might want to think about that year-round school. Just saying. Thanks, teacher Melissa. Movie days. It's movie day for the rest of the year. All right, coming up, we've got Fast Five. Literally so many typos in that
So
message.
many.
Maybe she was voice to texting.
That's what it
I
is,
hope
Katie.
so.
That's
Gosh,
what it
I
was.
hope so.
You betcha. Okay, so we have Fast Five coming up in a few minutes. Be ready to call in and play this game. It has absolutely exploded. 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649 will get you in at about 7:30 when we play Fast Five, and we've got some Mission Impossible movie tickets up for grabs today. So stick around for that. Let's see what Aaron has to say about the traffic. Denver's best music, Mix 100 with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. We're going to be diving into Fast 5 here in just a second, but I do want to give you a heads up. Coming up at 8 o'clock today, we have another version of Show Wants to Know, and this one feels a little naughty today for some reason, Katy. It's just a little... It's outside the norm, I think, for us to kind of talk about this.
Yeah.
It's out of my comfort zone for sure.
Definitely, but it's something that, is not necessarily not normal. If
Right.
you put it, you know what I mean? People definitely deal with this, so we're talking about it.
It has to do with being a thruple.
Well, and
Kind of.
Yeah.
Within that arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that ballpark, you're right.
I feel uncomfortable already. We'll be diving into that. It's called Show Wants to Know at 8 o'clock. But right now, we got some business to take care of. Here we go. It's time to light up these phone lines and have some fun with this here morning show. We're going to play this game that has just blown up. Every time we meet people, they're like, oh my God, we stick around for Fast 5 every morning. We love it. Our kids play it.
Yeah.
The kids are begging me to call.
I'm late into work because I need to know.
Yes.
That's great.
As always, we love having the newbies. If you have never played Fast 5, today's your day. If you've played a few times, maybe, step back today and let some other people try to get in because it is a very popular game. But our phone number is 303-6911-MIX, 303-691-1649. I'll get you in the studios for Fast 5. We'll get you on the air, get to know you a little bit, and then I will toss you a category and start a 10-second timer. And within those 10 seconds, you got to give me 5 things that have to do with that category. Now, Katy, I think I might reuse a few of them from this week. Give me a few that we did yesterday.
Okay, well, you asked for brands with a bird in the logo.
That's right.
You
Dove.
also asked for, movies with Ben Affleck and 5 Rockies players.
That's right. That was a good one.
One that won it yesterday, 5 Colorado College, is Nikki, the big winner.
And she just reeled off like her kids were in 3 of them or
Yeah,
something. She's like,
yeah.
I just did those first.
Yeah, which was smart. Got her the win.
So the topics are kind of all over the place, and that's what kind of brings the charm to this game. You never know what you're going to get. You might get something that you're an expert at, or you might be totally stumped. But you know what? Just call in, have some fun. Let's meet some people. 303-6911-MIX, 303-691-1649. Josh is quickly working through all these calls. If you get a busy signal, I encourage you just to keep trying. Katy, what's our prize?
It's a good one because you get to bring the whole fam to the movies to check out that new Mission Impossible movie, The Final Reckoning, at the Regal Colorado Center in IMAX. So, yeah, you get a family 4-pack to go check it out when you win Fast 5.
Go watch Tom Cruise run around the screen.
He does his own stunts.
Like a crazy man. He's always running, that guy. All right, 303-691-1649. Get you in the studios here with Jeremy, Katy, Josh for Fast 5. We've got Justin on the line. Hi, Mr. Justin.
Howdy, how you doing?
Howdy doody. We're good, buddy. What are you doing today?
Pouring a patio today.
Oh, yeah?
That sounds
Getting
fun.
our backyard ready for summer.
Good for you. We did that a few years ago, and that's the best, getting a brand new concrete patio, low maintenance, sitting out there having a margarita.
Oh, yeah.
That's living, Justin.
Couple cervezas.
Yeah,
Oh.
buddy.
Lime.
Big barbecue to ring her
Oh,
in,
get the
you know?
Traeger on it. Oh,
Yes.
come on now. Let's hear it for concrete.
Yay.
Are you doing this yourself?
Yes, sir.
Good for
Yep.
you. Look at this guy,
Impressive.
Katy.
I know.
This guy. You putting some caissons down, too?
Somewhat.
Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, you ready to play?
He got you,
That
Justin.
patio's going to be moving everywhere. All right, Justin, let's do some Fast 5, my friend. This one came in from a listener. In 10 seconds, no sequels. No sequels. In 10 seconds, give me 5 movies starring Jennifer Lawrence. Go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Yeah, you got me there. That's Hunger Games.
You better stick to the concrete, buddy. What's that one she was just in, Katy, where she was like completely naked?
Oh, yeah, that was...
Whoa.
Yeah, Justin. Whoa. Whoa. No hard feelings.
No hard feelings. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look-
that was her latest in 2023.
You watch that one tonight, Justin, when you're tired, all right?
I'm going to watch it right now.
Not wasting any time, Justin.
Justin, you're a blast, buddy. Good luck today, and thank you for having us on, man.
Hey, thank you. Love you.
Love you, buddy.
Bye, Justin.
Kisses.
That was funny. Right now,
was
I'm going to watch
pretty
that movie.
I'll watch it right now. Another dude. Hi, John.
Morning, how are you?
Oh, super dupes. What are you up to today?
Just taking the kids to school.
Are you? You got them in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello, children.
Hi, kids.
What are their names?
We got Maggie and Emma.
Maggie and Emma.
Good
All right.
morning.
It's going to be summer break soon, John. What are you going to do with them?
They want to do a lot of swimming and hanging out at the lake.
Oh,
Oh, that doesn't sound too bad.
that's how I'd want to spend my summer, too. So
Giardia for everybody.
good job.
All right. Very good. All right, John. Let's play Fast Five. In 10 seconds, please give me 5 brands with a color in their name. Go.
Red Robin,
Yum.
Bluebird, Blue Bunny.
Hey, you got 3.
Yeah,
There's
that was
probably a
3.
Bluebird, yeah. White Claw, Green
Oh,
Giant.
Cafe.
What?
Bluebird Cafe.
Yep.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Well, John, you're full of energy,
Well,
buddy.
thank
I'm
you,
going to let you
guys.
go take on the day.
Have a great day.
You too.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I don't know what was going on with that guy.
He's bringing kids
Like
to
the
school.
chillest of the chill right there.
He's
Well, I
making
just,
it through his day.
You know he's going 10 under somewhere. 10 under the speed limit with his turn signal on. I
I'll
guarantee
get there
you.
when I get there.
Britt.
Good morning.
Good morning. What are you doing today?
I'm just heading home after dropping the kids off at school.
All right. What are you going to do at home?
Probably go back to bed.
Yeah.
Gosh, must
I'm
be nice.
jealous, Brittany.
That sounds real nice.
Gosh.
Sounds real
Yes.
nice.
Do you get to go back to bed every day? So is that your routine?
I can if I want to, yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm
Man,
jealous. I know
smell
we're
you.
both over here like
I
I
know.
want to go to bed.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice.
It sounds nice. Well, good for you. All right. What do I have queued up for you? Oh, this is pretty timely. It is the time of year. In 10 seconds, Britt, give me 5 different allergy medications. Go.
Claritin,
Yep.
Allegra, Zyrtec,
Yep.
Tylenol.
Uh-oh. Oh. Flonase and Benadryl, right?
Yes,
Flonase.
those two.
Good old Benadryl.
little pink pill.
Dang.
Darn it.
Aw.
Take some Benadryl. You'll have some sleepy time for
Yeah,
sure.
you will.
Okay.
Yeah, great nap, Brittany.
That might even be better.
That's great. Well, Brittany, you go enjoy your nap. Have a great day.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, bye.
Sweet dreams.
We got Carol Ann. Hi, Carol Ann.
Hello.
Hello. What are you doing right now?
I am taking my son to school.
Are you?
He is your biggest fan.
Oh, what's his name?
His name is Jackson.
What's up, Jackson?
How old is Jackson?
Jackson's 9, almost 10. So close.
Almost
So
there.
close.
When's the big birthday?
June 2nd.
Oh, it really is
Oh,
almost
it is
there.
sneaking up. Put Jackson
We're
on
getting
the.
there.
Put him on the phone.
We're
Yeah.
going to make it.
Put him on the phone.
Hold on.
Bye.
Hi, Jackson.
Jackson.
It's Jeremy and Katy right now. How are you?
How are you?
Well, we're fine. What are you asking for your birthday?
He's not a good phone person.
No, it's all good.
I just figured that out.
You tell him we love that he
What's he asking
listens.
for his birthday?
Your birthday.
I think a 4-pack of tickets to
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Smooth, Carol.
That was
That'd
good,
be awesome.
Real
Carol Ann.
smooth.
Hey, can you also tell Jackson? Josh has a birthday close to him. June 4th is Josh's birthday.
What?
So
Oh
June
my
2nd,
God.
Jackson, you're right
Two
there.
people were born in the same month? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That's still a Gemini?
Yes. I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it's still a Gemini. Yeah. So you're like Josh, Jackson. That's awesome.
Yay.
Still sitting there silent.
Yeah.
All right, Carol Ann, let's do some Fast Five. Are you ready to play, girlfriend?
I'm ready.
You may have heard this one before. We'll see how you do. In 10 seconds, please give me 5 different cuts of diamonds. Go.
Okay. Oval, baguette, emerald, sapphire, princess. Round. Can I keep going?
You can keep going.
All day you got
I think
that,
she got
though,
it.
Carol
Sapphire's a
Ann.
different
No,
jewel.
it's sapphire cut.
Is there a sapphire
still,
cut?
Yeah,
Sapphire
I believe
cut?
so. Yeah.
All right, I'll believe the ladies. That one wasn't on my list, but she
Yeah,
got it.
sapphire cut diamond. Yeah.
Shoot. You know how many days we've been doing that
I
one,
know.
Carol Ann?
Forever.
We've been listening. We're avid listeners.
I think that was my warning yesterday, too, wasn't it? It was like, learn the cuts of
Yes,
diamonds.
you need to know this.
Hey, I'm a teacher, okay? So I Googled it. I was like, all right.
Yeah, good
we
for
have got
you.
this.
You did your homework,
Good for
Carol
you.
Ann.
Let me play you the Winnie Win sound.
Yay.
Good job, Carol Ann.
Oh, I'm so happy for you and Jackson.
What grade do you
Yay.
teach?
I actually don't teach. Well, I do nanny still, but I taught preschool for a long time.
Oh, okay. Bless your heart for doing
Yeah.
that.
Teacher, always a teacher, though, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Always in it.
Carol Ann, this made me so happy. I've been hoping somebody would get the cuts of diamonds. And
Me
you
too.
I
did.
love this question so much. You have no idea. This is my favorite question.
You're like, yes, today's my day.
You did it.
All right. We need to come up with another stumper now that we have to do
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 times. All right, Carol Ann and Jackson, you hang tight. And yeah, you got those movie passes to go see Mr. Tom Cruise. So hang tight. And Joshy Boy will come back and tell you about him. All right.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
There we go. That's
Oh,
how
that
it's
was fun.
done. That's how we play Fast Five. All right, just a reminder, coming up at 8 o'clock, we are going to dive into a Show Wants to Know segment where we read a listener email that came in, and this one is just uncomfortable for me. It involves a lifestyle that I am just not familiar with. It's being with, multiple people at the same time. They call them thruples. They call them other things. But we're going to dive into this. So you're going to want to hear it, and you're going to want to sound off. We call it Show Wants to Know, and that's coming up at 8 o'clock. Let's dive into traffic. Here we are, JKJ, Denver's Mix 100. All live, all local. We are here in town. We're not being pumped in out of state, pretending to be here. Now, we're parked in Lone Tree. If you want to see what's going on here in the studios, we do have a live feed going all morning long, and you can find that by going to the YouTubes on your little app there on your phone. Search Mix 100 Denver, and boom, you're right in the studio with us. All brought to you by our good friends at Safeway. And I suggest that you also get on your phone and tap your app store, tap that app, and get the Mix 100 Denver app on your phone. It is free, and then you can take the radio station with you wherever you go today. If you're sitting there with your divorce lawyer, you can be listening, or if you're at yoga.
Wow. Yeah.
If you're parked at field day and you're bored as heck, you can listen to Mix 100 right there.
Sitting in your car
On
watching
your
your
phone.
kid get third place.
Yeah, the perfect time to hop on. I will say there's a little feature on there, too, that's a little microphone button down in the corner, and you click on that, and you can send us voice messages, and this cute kid, Drew, sends us the daily dad jokes every day, and every now and then I throw him a bone and play one. You want today's?
We
Let's
love
hear
them.
it.
All right, Drew, today's your day, buddy. I mean, not his best work, but, you know,
It works.
No, Drew, that was a solid B plus today, buddy.
Was
that
it?
was good.
I got a
Alright.
giggle.
That was a solid B
Deserves-
plus.
I got a giggle.
Deserves some love.
Thank you,
good.
Drew, for sending those in every day. We
He does it. I mean, he
appreciate
really
it.
does do it every day. So I'm really
Every
good for him,
single
man.
It's the consistency with Drew. We love
Yeah,
it.
so I do. I throw him a bone every
Be a
now
little
and then.
radio superstar someday.
Yeah.
We are going to dive into Show Wants to Know here in a few minutes, but I got some other things I want to talk about before we do that. Side note, Show Wants to Know is about a married couple seeing other people, and they're okay with it. So.
ENM.
What's that?
Ethically non-monogamous.
Dun,
It is
dun,
a thing.
That's-
dun.
Oxymoronic.
Yeah, it is, but it is a
It
thing.
makes me uncomfortable.
It's
Yeah.
a thing.
So we'll do that here in just a few minutes. I have a question for you guys.
What's
I
up?
rolled into Starbucks yesterday after the morning show, and I was going to bring Nick Nack home a little Starbucks refresher, one of those dragon fruit refreshers, because they're
yum.
quite tasty. Only
Yes.
only 90 calories. Little plug for Starbucks here.
Yeah.
But I pull up to the drive-through, the speaker there, and they do this thing now where they ask you your name. Is that necessary? First of all, I'm like, just don't you recognize the car? They're like, hi, this is Tina. Welcome to Starbucks.
Well,
So
they-
what's your name?
Remember, they made the whole thing about they want to be more personable
I hate
and
it.
write the names on the cups again.
I hate it.
Would you rather have robots take your order? Because
What
that's
is
what
your
they're
name?
trying to get away
I feel
from.
like if I'm going in, there's more of a one-on-one interaction. We're standing there, we're having a little chit-chat, and hey, what's your name?
Yeah.
And then they write it on the cup. Well, anyway, they're doing that at the drive-thru. Hi, this is Tina. What's your name?
Yeah.
I said Chuck Norris.
Okay. As you should, though. I'm sure that they get that a lot.
I go,
I'm
hey,
sure.
Chuck Norris.
Yeah, they get the
Well,
alias. That's
and I
what
thought,
you give.
and I thought, hey, I'm gonna make this barista's day. I'm gonna give her a little giggle.
Oh,
This is
boy.
gonna be a fun little interaction. She goes, "What can I get you, Chuck?"
Was she very
She
young
played
and
a
didn't
lot.
know who Chuck was? Like,
Maybe because I did get the cup and it did say Chuck Norris and there was only one R in Norris. So in true
gosh.
Starbucks fashion, they misspelled the name. But yeah, I just thought I was being cute and kind of fun by saying Chuck Norris. And man, I feel like I ticked her off. Like I wasn't taking the job serious enough or something.
Yes, he is kind of an old-timey actor
He's
now.
an old timey.
he is.
But
next time you roll through, you need to
Okay,
say
Sabrina
Timothy
Carpenter.
Chalamet.
Yeah.
That's who you need to say.
Oh
That's
my
who you need to
gosh.
say. Or say, yeah, I'll say Sabrina Carpenter.
She'd be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
can I
you
tell you
can.
the second thing too that irritated me?
Yes.
When I got up to the window, she was just trying to be fairly pleasant. Like, I don't like it either when they stand there waiting for the drinks and it's just this
Oh.
weird.
Yeah.
And they're looking at you
Hate
and she's
that.
like, so what do you have going on the rest of your day?
No, don't. That's like when
Hey,
the dentist
Chuck.
is
Yes.
talking to you and
Please
she's like,
don't do that.
summer plans with your mouth
Please
open.
don't be like, so what do you have going on
No.
the rest of the day?
Hate that.
Well, and
Tell me about your plans for the
Because
next 8 hours.
No one cares. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Nobody
You
cares.
know she doesn't care and you don't care to tell her.
it's the filling the silence. It's just uncomfortable.
I'm like, just
You
turn to
wanna
the side
film.
and act busy,
Yeah.
right? Like
Pretend.
We don't need this interaction right now. I don't want it. You don't want it, and you don't care what I'm. What are you doing for the next
Do you know
12
what you should
hours?
say?
What's for dinner tonight?
The next time that happens, you should go, I'm sure the drinks are almost done.
Yeah, right.
How are the
Just
drinks coming along?
Acknowledge it and be like, I'm sure they're on their
You
way.
know what, Tina?
Tina, where's my dragon fruit refresher?
I know. You ordered that, first of all. Total loss of a man card. I
Two
don't
of
care.
them.
You
One for
also
me and
got-
one for Nick Nack.
Oh, my God.
What are you doing the rest of the day? I'm
They
like,
are
well,
good, though.
trying on dresses.
Yeah,
apparently.
exactly.
Oh, God.
Whatever. If you haven't had a dragon fruit refresher, they're
They're
pretty
good.
darn tasty, buddy.
They're good.
And it was a nice hot day, and I was like, I need something refreshing.
And only 90 calories.
Yeah. And you know what my answer was to this young barista that just obviously did not GAF? I'm like, well, I'm turning my sprinklers on today.
Oh, you actually went the full 9. You
I
told her.
told her. I was like, I'm heading home to turn my sprinklers on. I hope I don't have any broken heads. And she's like,
In her mind, she's like, shut up, shut up,
I
shut
know.
up.
like if
Why
I was
did
her,
you
I would have
answer?
just gone up and grabbed the side of that window and just slowly closed it.
Oh, really? That's fun. That's interesting.
great.
Okay.
hold on.
Done the Homer Simpson back into the street.
Yes.
What are you doing the rest of the day? Give me your life story while we're waiting for your passion dragon fruit.
Sure, those drinks are on the way.
They're on their way. Speaking of food, did you see that Burger King is getting sued, facing false advertising lawsuits regarding the size of their Whoppers? Boy, if I had a nickel for every time I exaggerated
Yeah.
the size of my Whopper.
You know what? Don't mess with shrinkage. Don't bring that this way.
Shrinkflation.
Like, stop it.
19
you know?
customers, 13 different states suing the fast food giant, claiming that the Whopper and other menu items are advertised with 35% more meat than is what is actually on the sandwich.
Well, do you remember they did this with
Again, if I had a nickel.
Oh gosh, they did this with Subway. Subway
Yes,
sandwiches were
when
not
they
actually a
weren't
foot
foot long.
long.
That's right.
They were like
Somebody was measuring them.
11.8 inches, and they're like, I need that point whatever,
You know what,
please,
though?
0.4.
I'm all for it. If you're going to advertise, you have the
Yes.
big. It's called the Whopper.
It's the Whopper
If you
and those
give me-
commercials.
Yeah. if you-
Probably a man that made the Whopper.
Yes.
Exaggerating.
If you're serving me a whimper, we're gonna have a
Oh,
problem, right? There's the Whopper. It's called
Welcome
the
to
Whopper
Burger King.
for
Would you
me.
like to try a whimper?
I'm just saying, if you're gonna call it the Whopper,
kids, you guys want a whimper?
you better bring that
With
beef.
cheese, please.
though.
Flame
broiled
cheese.
whimpers.
You better bring that beef.
You
Like-
better bring the beef.
You
So
better.
Burger King BK filed
Oh
a
my
motion
gosh.
to dismiss the lawsuits. A Florida judge denied the motion.
they're gonna have to
They
take
say
this to
that the
court.
flame grilled patties portrayed in advertising needs to be the same patties used in millions of burgers that they serve their guests around the United States.
Dang straight.
Hilarious.
I bet.
But isn't it one of those things when you look at any sort of fast food advertising that's on TV or whatever, they make it look so beautiful and so,
So much
delicious.
better.
And when they shoot those commercials, they don't even use like real food products.
They don't.
Like
No,
a
you
lot
know,
of time
like-
the cheese is like foam,
Well,
you know?
and the syrup for pancakes and stuff is motor oil. Like they use
Yeah.
really, really good looking shiny things to make
Mashed
their food look
potatoes
better.
for ice cream
Yeah,
because it
yeah, yeah.
doesn't melt. Like, yeah, there's
I'm
all
not
kinds
mad
of
at that,
tricks.
though.
There's all kinds of tricks, but that's the thing is you can't skimp on the size. If you promise me so many ounces of a grilled patty, that's what I expect.
Get this girl a grilled patty
I'm just saying.
immediately.
No whimpers.
We
out
don't
here.
get to look forward to many things, but the size of the Whopper better be one of them. like,
gosh.
Oh boy.
yeah.
I didn't know.
I
I
have
honestly,
strong
Jeremy,
You better put
feelings
that on your
about
dating profile.
didn't know it was such a big
immediately.
deal.
Put that on your dating
It
profile.
is a big deal.
No
Whimpers
false
here.
advertising when
Dang
it
it.
comes to the home of the
That's
Whopper.
right.
That's pretty funny.
Who's got the beef?
Who's got the beef? All right, do you guys want to do a little show wants to know?
Yeah.
Let's read
do
this
it.
letter. Let me play this little goofy sound. Yeah. So here's how this works. We got a couple social media pages. Jeremy, Katy, Josh, Facebook. Jeremy, Katy, Josh, Instagram. You guys are messaging us on those social accounts constantly with your dilemmas and your problems and stuff going on in your life. And if we like some of the letters that come in, we print them out and we read them on the air and then throw it out for Show Wants to Know and have our listeners chime in on all the dirt going on in your life. So phone lines are going to be wide open for this version of Show Wants to Know, and it's from Kendall. Number's 303-6911-MIX, 303-691-1649 if you want to sound off. Kendall says, JKJ, I got a situation. Honestly, it's not even my issue. It's more of a my family can't mind their own business kind of thing. Hubs and I have been married for 4 years. When we first got together, he was super upfront about not being into strictly monogamous relationships. I was fine with it. I'm not the jealous type. Honestly, I've never seen a problem with it. It works for us. She also says, trust me, I get to have my fun too. We're both on the same page that physical and emotional connections aren't always the same thing. Now she starts raving about her husband. He's amazing, great dad, owns his own business, has his life together. Here's where the drama kicks in, though. She says, my cousin saw him out at a bar with another woman, took a picture and sent it to my sister. My sister calls me in full freakout mode, screaming that my husband is cheating.
Uh-oh.
I try to calmly explain that I already know it's not cheating. This is something we both agreed on. We're in an open relationship. Now the sister is saying I'm brainwashed. I'm letting myself get disrespected. This is a terrible example for the kids. She is threatening to tell our parents about our situation if I don't, says Kendall. Now, for the record, my family has no idea about our open marriage. I've always thought it really wasn't any of their business, but now I'm stuck. Do I sit my parents down and tell them before my sister does? Or do I just wait it out and deal with the drama if it comes up? Or do I just tell my sister to F off and leave me alone, is her line.
Right?
So anyway, I don't want them thinking differently about me and my husband, who they absolutely love, but I also don't want World War III if my sister goes rogue. What do you and your listeners think? Use this for Show Wants to Know. Appreciate the advice, and that's from Kendall. So, if you want to sound off about this open relationship that has just been discovered and what Kendall should do, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. Now, Katie, you said there was a special name for this?
Yeah, it's an ENM relationship. It's ethically non-monogamous. And, my take on it is as long as your intent is there, as long as you're truthful with people who are involved in your situation and you're not hurting people, I don't see anything wrong with this because I feel like relationships differ from person to person. Not everything works for everybody. And again,
Ain't that the truth?
Well, these two seem like they've got it worked out. They've had the conversation. They know the rules. They've laid them out. I think it's kind of jacked up that the sister's kind of trying to swoop in and create some drama. I do. I think
But
that
she's been hiding this relationship
She
from the
has-
entire family. She
and-
should probably let some people know
That's
because of
where,
these
again,
type of situations.
Yeah, the intent of it is starting to affect her family, so she's going to have that conversation. Sounds like it's going to be an uncomfortable one because, again, this isn't a traditional relationship, but I want you to know, Jerry, I know you're not out on the online
I'm
dating sites or
uncomfortable with
anything,
this
and I
so
know you
much.
are, but it is so much more normal now than, I guess
Oh,
it's just,
is it?
it's
Is
a
it,
little
though?
bit more.
Is it?
It is
It's
way
a very
more
niche
accepted.
group of
no,
people,
it's
I think.
way more accepted.
Or do we just
than
nod our head
people
and then go
think.
home and talk about it like, oh my God,
But
I
not
would
everybody
never.
does it, but it's becoming way more.
I don't think that's
of a
good that it's
thing.
becoming more of a thing.
It's becoming more of a thing. So
What about
again,
the kids in this relationship that see mom
what
and dad
about
with
'em?
various people?
No.
I
Like,
had
it's-
family friends that did this, and it did not turn out well.
Well, and I'm sure there's instances where it doesn't, but I think in any kind of situation, as long as you're not letting the little kids deal with adult problems, that's fine.
Here's
But
what we're going to do. We're going to toss open the phone lines. I want to hear from our listeners. What do you guys think about this? What should Kendall do? Should she just wait it out? Should she get in her sister's kitchen? Should she go talk to her parents? What should she do about this love relationship that she's in with multiple people, including her husband who's out there with multiple people? Give us a call. It's Show Wants to Know, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649, all brought to you by my good friends at Efficient Comfort, where you can get a $59 AC inspection for new customers this month. Schedule right now at efficientcomfortco.com. Your calls and comments are next. Here's traffic. Yeah, we're in the middle of Show Wants to Know, reading a message that came in from one of our listeners named Kendall. And, God, there's a lot of moving pieces to this. She's married to a great guy, owns his own business, a loving husband. They have a couple kiddos together. Been married for about 4 years. But they are in one of those relationships where he gets to go out and be with other ladies, and she gets to go out and be with other men.
E-N-M.
Yeah, E&M. So a cousin saw him out at a bar with another woman and took a picture and sent it to Kendall's sister. The sister called Kendall in full freakout mode, saying that the husband's cheating. Kendall had to calmly explain, no, we're in an open relationship. I know what's going on. Now, the sister is threatening to tell the family because nobody had any idea about their open marriage. And Kendall's wondering, what should she do? Do I sit the parents down and tell them before sister does? Do I wait it out and deal with it if it comes up? Or should she just go tell the sister to pound sand? What do you think Kendall should do? Phone lines are wide open for Show Wants to Know. If it's busy, they're actually full right now. Keep trying, because once we're done with somebody, boom, that'll open up a phone line. So 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649 will get you in for Show Wants to Know. We'll start things off with Michaela. Hi, Michaela.
Howdy.
Howdy
Howdy.
doody.
Morning.
So,
Howdy doody.
what do you think about Kendall's little open relationship here and all the drama in her life?
Well, me personally, I'm not an open relationship gal. I think that's like very messy, but some people can do it and they can make it work. But I think, it's an adult thing to do. You should be an adult, tell your parents, like, it's not a big deal. They obviously have a family together, they have kids. She should probably get that out in the open if it's something that they're going to do for a while. Everybody should be aware, because then you're going to just get a bunch of other instances where family members or friends are going to take pictures of people out in public being all sneaky and weird. Mm-hmm. And so just escape that whole thing and just tell them.
Yeah, I'm kind of, at this point, I know this is early, I'm kind of leaning towards that versus keeping it buttoned up.
What
You might
about
want to
the whole-
cut the
I think
sister
the
off.
sister needs to mind her business, like
She sounds super nosy, though, doesn't
Yeah.
yeah, that was really nosy.
What about the whole having kids thing, though? Like the image, that it
I
could
don't know,
bring
a
to
couple
light
more
if it
people
is
to come watch your
brought out in
soccer
the open.
games.
she? Oh, my
I
God!
don't know.
Yeah.
Couple more people there
Couple more
watching
people
the,
rooting for ya.
the band
Throwing
performance.
roses on the stage for you. It's all good.
It
Look
takes
at
a
you.
village.
Yes.
It takes a village,
It takes
Michaela.
a village. Even if it is mommy and...
It does. I
Even
don't
if
have
it,
any kids, but I assume.
a village of mommy and daddy's boyfriends and girlfriends. Michaela, thank you. We have your vote. We appreciate it. That opens up a phone line, 303-691-1649 for Show Wants to Know. Hi, Megan.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, good morning. So, did you hear the whole story with Kendall?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on it?
Well, my husband and I have been married for 13 years. We're in an open marriage. I have no problem with it. I think, it depends on her relationship with her parents, but I think she should talk to them and have it come from her perspective and his perspective, not her sister's, because her sister is very closed-minded in this situation.
Yeah. I agree with
she's
you.
shocked, though, don't you think? It's shocking right off the bat for her sister to find this out and see it.
I mean, if you're not aware that it's going on, yeah, I would be concerned with that situation for anyone too. But if it comes out that it's an open marriage and it's fine, there should be no issues after that point.
I mean, can you see the sister going to the parents, Katie, like, oh my God, you're not going to believe it.
Yeah.
It's going to come across probably pretty harsh.
Pretty negative. She's not going to paint it in a positive light. That's for sure.
Yeah. So, Megan, how does this work?
Yeah. Explain.
Well,
Go ahead.
Personally, this is outside of my comfort zone for sure. I mean, I will be honest and say it makes me uncomfortable, but how does this work for you guys?
Well, for me, I'm bisexual and I always have been. So for the last 10 years or so, I've felt like a piece of me has been missing, being monogamous. So we've recently started being open. And for us, we are in the middle of doing it with the same person and not at the same time or anything like that, and not sex, obviously, dates and stuff too. But, it's a personality thing. If I didn't like her, he wouldn't be with her and I wouldn't be with her. We'd pick someone that we all feel comfortable with. And the key to a successful open marriage is 100% honesty and never lying, never hiding anything. If something does happen where you weren't in control of it and it happened, don't sit there and hide it or pretend it didn't happen. Actually confront the situation so that everyone can be on the same page.
Look at that, open communication. Imagine that. I think that works in regular marriages too. I got to ask you, like, where do you find somebody like that? Like, how do you reach out and say, hey, we're looking for a third party to join us? How does that happen?
A lot of the time, we go to concerts and we go to cooking classes and we go on a lot of fun dates where we have more experiences and less of the materialistic souvenirs, you know. And so we'll bump into people, we'll start talking, it'll come up in conversation, and they'll be like, oh, hey, you guys are cute. And it goes from there.
Well, okay, I have
Cooking
questions.
classes are a hotbed for
I know,
menage a trois. I had no
I
idea.
guess so, but I have questions too. Like, wouldn't you? Does it ever cross your mind that either like you or your husband will start to like the other person more?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
To me, that's like the
And they'll
jealousy
stray,
factor.
right?
Yeah, and they'll stray and start to prefer the other person's company more.
I don't get that feeling because at the end of the day, me and my husband are best friends, and we've been together so long. We know each other. We know our comforts. We know our pet peeves. And that person, they're new, but they're going to have a lot more different things that irritate you that you're not comfortable with because you haven't been around them. So at the end of the day, like, I don't see that happening. It could happen, but the way our dynamic works, that's not an issue for us.
Hey, when all three of you go out to dinner, who picks up the tab?
Usually my husband or I try to, but every once in a while she'll want to, so we'll let her. We don't want her to feel like we're just paying for her to be with us.
Right, okay.
If you guys are all riding in the car, who gets the front seat?
Shotgun! Megan gets shotgun.
Well, so I'll let her ride up front with him driving because I don't like to drive, and then on the way back she'll ride in the back with me, and so we can hang out too.
Okay, one more question. Do you all three live together, or does she just pop in and out?
No, we don't live together.
Okay.
We're just right now in the dating phase of it, so we're still getting to know each other. We're getting to know each other's likes and dislikes and things like that. And
this is fascinating.
And again, the key is complete honesty. Don't hide anything.
Thank you for letting us pry into your personal life. I mean, that's very kind of you because it's foreign to us. So
and to be so open to answer all our questions too. Like we really do appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll see. I'll probably
absolutely happy to.
Maybe we'll bump into you at cooking class at some point, Megan. All right? Hey, you have a great day,
Thank
Megan.
you, Megan.
You too. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Hey,
that's fascinating.
Hey.
Well, and she made some really great points about just being open and being honest. I think any relationship's going to succeed if you have open communication, you know? Like if you're telling each other the truth.
We got a couple of open phone lines if you want to sound off about Kendall, who's in an open relationship. Her sister found out about it and is threatening to tell the parents. Kendall's wondering what she should do about that. It's Show Wants to Know. 303-691-1649 will get you in on the phone lines. Here's Kristen. Hi, Kristen.
Hi.
Hey, girl. So what do you think Kendall should do?
Well, I think she should kind of just have her marriage how she wants it. If it works for them, makes them happy, that's what matters. You know, I kind of agree with the last person. She should probably nip it in the bud and tell her parents beforehand. I have been married for 20 years almost, and we have had an open marriage in the past. We have 2 kids now, so we don't really have time.
Right.
But, you know, we had a girlfriend many years ago. You know, we were all honest. That's the big thing. You got to be open. And
I think it's
her sister. That's just being a bad sister.
Yeah. And I think at this point she probably should jump the gun before the sister gets to her. And you know, it's probably time to get this out in the open. I mean, it could have been so much worse. Imagine a sister or another family member going up and like punching this guy.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
What if it's a male family member that sees it and socks this guy on the way out or something? You know, I think people probably need to know at this point. All right, so we have your vote, Kristen, to tell mom and dad. We appreciate it. You have a great day. Lynn, welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. So what do you think?
Good morning.
Good morning. So you've been to cooking class lately, Lynn?
Not
Oh, your phone cut out. What?
But I was solo.
You were solo at cooking class. Hey, it's a
I was solo.
it's a hotbed for hooking up, from what I understand. All right, so what do you think about Kendall?
Yeah, well, that didn't happen to me, but
Give Kendall some advice, Lynn.
well, I have a lot of mixed feelings about it too. But at the end of the day, at this point in my life, anyway, it's nobody else's business. That's what I think. And they should do what they want to do. Maybe they should be a little bit more private in their relationship. But if they tell the parents, like, what are the parents going to do with that information at this point in their life?
Disown them. I mean,
you know
they
what I mean?
they
Like,
truly could disown them, though. It could end up really ugly.
Right, exactly. So, like, why would you bring that up and, like, get everybody else involved? It's just going to be a mess.
You almost need to have a talk with the sister, don't you think? Be like, can we just keep this between us? I mean, is that a good option?
Yes, and she should. If the sister is threatening to tell the parents, like, I think that's bogus anyway. But like, I'm going to go tell mom and dad. But I think that everybody's business is their own business and nobody else's business. Period.
Done and done.
Well, and Lynn, you know, the part about the kids, I think, because that's where the sister was like, you're setting a bad example for your kids. You're, demoralizing yourself. I think that again, like the kids don't need to be privy to all this information. Of all the people involved, I think that's who. They don't need to know this stuff, right?
They do not need to know. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they should back off and be a little bit more private in this relationship and not be out. I mean, it's a big city, so you can go, you don't have to go right downtown where you're going to know everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go out to Watkins or something.
Go find a little mountain town.
Totally. Well, I lived in a mountain town, and it's not any better up there.
All right, yeah.
I was going to say,
they tell your secrets, too.
It's slim pickings in the mountains. I was going to say, it's like slim pickings in the mountains, right? I mean, it's kind of a close...
Well, not only slim pickings, but everybody knows you and everybody knows your business. So I'm really, biased about that. So I'm like, I think whatever you do is your business and nobody else should be involved in what you do, especially in your sex life. I think everybody is going to do whatever they want to do, and they should. Everybody has that right to have their private life.
Yeah.
Preach it, girl. Preach it.
No,
Lynn,
you make so many good points.
Very passionate phone call. You have a great Tuesday. We'll see you around.
You do the same. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye, Lynn.
Not as much fun as Kendall. Jacob.
Oh, my God. Hi.
Oh, my God. It's Jacob, everybody. Well, are you dying to sound off about Kendall?
Oh, I am. When you guys said you were talking about this at 8 o'clock, you originally said it had to do with thruples. Yeah. And then you started explaining it and that it's more of like an open relationship type thing. And I was like, that's kind of similar to what I have. And it's crazy timing, too, because I'm actually telling my parents this weekend about me being in a thruple.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Are you freaking out?
No, actually, I'm more excited than anything. Like, I'm going to lead into the conversation with, Mom, I have some really exciting news for you.
Yeah.
That's a good way to couch it.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I've been with my husband now for 4 years, together total for 10. But we have a third man in our relationship, and it's been about a year and a half or so. And it's going great, and nothing wrong with it. And I hope I can make my parents see that. So,
how is it added to your relationship? How is it beneficial?
It's made me and my husband a lot more just like able to communicate and be honest with each other, set boundaries, figure out where our jealousy is at, and it's opening my heart to love another man, because I do love them both. Just different types of love for both. Obviously, a lot deeper for my husband. So
then let me ask you this really quick: if it's deeper for your husband, how does that not factor jealousy for the third boy in this relationship? Like, how is that not? Like, how is he okay with that? I guess that I'm saying, like, that
he doesn't have that deep of an attraction and love. Yeah. How's he handling it?
Right. So, I mean, like I said, communication is huge. So, like, when we started deciding we wanted to ask this guy to be our boyfriend, we were able to communicate with each other and find out, are we going to lose love for each other and in this situation, and is that going to cause a problem with us? And it's a day by day thing. So, like, we talk about it all the time, like where we're at, and I again just think it's made us stronger because we are able to communicate and not worry about like prejudice or
do you all
of
live
any
together?
kind. We do. We actually just moved in last month together. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congrats,
Splitting that
Jacob.
rent 3 ways.
I
Well
know.
done, Jacob.
Well, and I
Yeah.
have to ask because you said you've been in this situation for a year and a half now. So has it made your relationship stronger?
With both of them, I would say yes, it has.
Okay.
I mean, every
Good for you.
situation's different, but I think we have a really good one. So yes, I would say yes to that. And just because you guys were talking about kids, or Kendall was talking about kids.
Yes.
When I came out, the kids were the ones who accepted it the quickest. I
Yeah.
mean, they didn't care. They were like, "Oh, you're gay, okay."
Yeah.
And so, like, if you're worried about the kids, I mean, most of them are probably just gonna be like, "Oh, okay." They don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't
They have
phase
a
them.
lot more open minds.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't phase them the way people think it's going to traumatize them. It's not like that.
Right.
They're so
I
much
didn't
more
grow
accepting.
up around this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with like thruples or open relationships around me, and so like I wasn't raised to think that those things are okay. I, learned as I got older, and
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
question for you as I had for the other lady.
Yeah.
Where do you find the third guy? Like, how do you go about that? Where'd you meet him?
yeah. So we met him at a bar downtown like 2 years ago now, and we weren't looking for anything like this. I thought once I married my husband, that was it. This is the only guy I'm going to be with, and we just found this other guy, became friends, and it developed from there. And
Fascinating.
yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, I think it's a lot like one of you said that it's more normalized now.
Sure.
And I like that it is becoming more normalized. But it's also a generational thing. So like
Yeah.
I know my parents might not be okay with it right away, but just because they're a different generation, they're kind of religious. So
Yeah.
I mean, if they aren't, say we've been together for a year and a half, so you're gonna
yeah.
have
Yeah,
to.
it's like suck it up, mom and dad.
Yeah.
Jacob, I
And
want
they
to
know
thank
who he is. They
I
know
wanna-
he's in our life.
Oh, okay.
I want to thank you as well for calling in and sharing some very
Yeah.
intimate details about your life, buddy.
Thank you, Jacob.
Seriously.
Of course.
So if we ever do another happy hour, keep listening, and you, the three of you, come out and say hi to us. All right.
Oh, for sure. Thank you guys.
All right, buddy. Have a great
Bye,
day.
Jacob.
You guys too. Take care.
Bye. Okay, we'll do Mickey, Carmita, Shannon, and Janelle, and then we'll wrap this up. Hi, Janelle.
Hi.
Hi. Good morning. So, what do you think about Kendall?
good
You want
morning.
to give her some advice?
Yeah, I have two pieces of 2 points. One is like when you dish to your sister about like your relationship and maybe even some saucy stuff, your sister doesn't threaten to go off and tell your parents that you and your husband like to spank each other or something.
Oh,
You wouldn't.
you know what?
Like,
That's
why?
true.
Yeah, that's right. I think
Knowing
the
that-
sister might just be jealous that she's not getting spanked enough, honestly.
It makes sense.
It very well could be an issue.
Like we sisters, we dish a lot, so there's no reason to go and tell mom and dad that whatever
Yeah.
is going on in their personal life is going on. Two, my partner and I have been an ethical non-monogamous off and on for the past couple of years, and I think if the sister was educated and she had all the information surrounding it, she maybe might see it different, or maybe she might say it's not for her, but she gets it, because there's a lot of psychological information that backs this lifestyle. And I've been in a traditional relationship. I was married for 20 years, and so was my partner. He used to be married, but we're together, and we dip our toes in that lifestyle every once in a while. But the big thing is communication and making sure we're on the same page. And I almost like it better than I liked it in my marriage for 20 years.
Dip all 30 toes into it. I tell you what. All 30 toes.
Oh my God.
Janelle, thank you very much for the thought out advice. Thank you. You have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye, Janelle.
All right, we're running short on time. Let's zip through these.
Okay.
Hi, Mickey.
Hey.
Good morning.
Hey, Mickey, you so fine. Okay, so really quick, what do you want to say?
No, just kind of repeating everybody else. Been in an open relationship, been married to my husband now 7 years as of yesterday. And we've been open for 3. And I feel like if I was in this situation, I'd tell my sister to kick rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's very open and understanding. And I've told, I think, my mom and most of my family, but my husband hasn't decided to share this with his family. But I feel like the last point was really key. Something that was stuck with me was just, all of the ins and outs of your sexual conduct within your marriage is not discussed or shared with your family. So
It's nobody's
why would this be the thing
business.
to go announce
to mom.
Yeah, it's nobody's business. It's not the sister's business. And I do think the sister's jealous.
I think so, too.
Kendall's having more fun and having a better life. So I think she's just all butthurt, honestly. Mickey, solid points. Thank you for holding for so long. You have a great Tuesday.
Yep, you too.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye, Mickey.
All right, Carmita and Shannon. Carmita.
Hi.
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 All right, you throw in
I'm
your
gonna
2 cents.
All right, I'm going to go as fast as I can.
It's all right.
Because I know you guys are short on time. I think what a lot of people have said. I don't think this is the sister's business. I think that she's projecting her own discomfort and insecurity or whatever about the situation and her lack of understanding their dynamic. So she's projecting it onto her and wants to bring the family into the drama and bring the family in so that they can be like, oh yes, we're with your sister. This is totally wrong, rather than trying to be with her sister and talk to her. And I don't think it's fair that she's trying to pressure her sister into doing something that maybe she's not ready to do yet.
Yeah.
If she's not ready
That's
to
a
tell
great
the family,
point.
that's not her sister's place to force her into it. I think maybe a conversation between Kendall and the sister, whether the sister likes it or not, to say, look, you don't have to like this. You don't have to be comfortable with it. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to be okay with it.
Just back off and leave me alone.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. Look, that's you. But you have to respect my life and my choices. We have an understanding. We are comfortable with this. So if you've got a problem, you take it to me. You don't bring everyone else into it. This is it's not okay.
Don't we all hate the sister right now?
I know.
I hate this sister.
This is so much more about the sister than it does about Kendall and her relationship.
I hate
really
this
does.
sister. This
Yeah.
sister's
It
a
really
jerk.
does.
Yeah.
And
Carmita, I gotta cut you off. I'm so sorry. We are short on time. I want to get to Shannon, but you are a rock star as always. Thank you so much for calling in.
Of course.
All right, bye.
Thanks,
She's
Carmita.
always the best. She has the
such
best
good
calls.
points. Yeah.
Hi, Shannon.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, you get the final word on this, my friend. What do you think?
Oh, no, that's a lot of pressure.
That's okay. Just lay it out there.
Go for it.
I think the sister needs to kick rocks.
Yeah.
I'm personally not in an open marriage. I've been with my husband for 10 years. I'm too jealous for that. My cousin, however, is in an open relationship, and I have seen how our family has treated him. He's now not invited to his brother's wedding because of it, because they judge his lifestyle. And it's nobody's business what's happening in your bedroom.
That's
Yeah.
like the bottom line right there, right?
Yeah.
I've seen the awful, nasty, ugly side of it. I've seen the family being disowning of family members. I'm one of the only family members who's still in contact with my cousin and who loves and supports him because he's happy. His wife is happy. His girlfriend is happy. Their kids are happy. It works out for them.
Yeah.
They all get along great, and
Good for you.
everybody's doing better.
You have a very kind heart, Shannon.
Yeah.
I try.
You're like, I tried. No big deal. It's the truth.
Love everybody. Why be so hateful and negative? There's enough of that in the world. Let's just be nice.
Do you love us?
Yes, I do love you guys.
Oh, hug it out. Hug it out. Triple kiss. Triple kiss. Shannon, you have a great Tuesday as well. Thank you for calling.
You too. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Wow.
There's a lot to unpack there.
There is. And I think, again, one common thread that I heard in pretty much every phone call was communication, honesty, and being completely upfront about everything going on. I mean, obviously.
If you're in that relationship.
Exactly. If you're in that relationship.
Outside
And
that,
when
mind
you're-
your own business.
When you're comfortable doing it. I'm talking about in that relationship, though. I think something that it's hard to accept that people do things differently than the way you do it, but just because
Yep.
they don't do it the way you do it doesn't mean it's wrong.
Doesn't mean you
And
should hate them.
Exactly. I think that really was shining the light on this today, is that people do things in ways that we don't always all do together, but it doesn't mean that they're wrong. So
All I know is I'm
yeah.
signing me and Nick Nack up for a cooking class, and we're just going to see what happens.
Let me know which one you guys join.
Yeah, you going to come too?
Let me know which one you
Now
guys join.
y'all are into it. Y'all are into it.
I mean, you never know what might happen, you know?
Yeah.
Like mashed potatoes and gravy get me in the mood. So hold me back. Hold me back. Hey, a solid thank you to everybody who called in today, especially those of you that shared very intimate aspects of your life. Thank you to everybody that called in and all of you texting in right now, including Jude, who says men are always horny.
Well,
Yeah, well, I mean,
Thanks, Jude.
Did you hear how many women called, Jude?
I know,
Thanks, Jude.
right?
I know, it was all women.
I
lot
think
of
this
women.
is way more prevalent than people realize.
I think you're right.
I
And
really
I'm
do.
in my Littleton bubble, and I'm just
Because I can't tell you how many people
happily
I'm on
going along.
the online relationships, the online dating.
Oh.
I mean, in their profile, it says ENM. I mean, immediately.
And
And
you
I
had to
know,
look
Josh,
that up?
you come across this as well. I know you do because you're on those dating apps, so you have to see it.
I just remember the story of me getting invited to this, and it was very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did it go when you showed up?
Dude, I showed up for what I thought was going to be a hot tub, and they explained it to me, and I left.
Oh, really?
I mean, that's...
You're like, I love hot water.
Personally, it's not
Yeah.
my thing. Well, they were golfers, and I was like, I love
I love golf and I love hot tubs.
Found a group that I loved golfing with, and then they explained it to me, and I was like,
They're like,
I thought you guys just wanted to golf.
not a foursome, Josh, a threesome.
That's what
Duh.
they were saying, and I was like, oh, they want to take this threesome off the course. So
Oh, boy.
politely
Oh,
declined.
no.
Darn
Not
it, I
my
wish you
thing.
had just for the show. We could talk
Oh,
about it.
gosh.
All right, guys. Thank you again to everybody who called in and sounded off first show. Wants to know if you have a dilemma going on in your life and you want to share it with us, we'll read it on the air and open it up for discussion. Send us a message. Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Facebook. Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Instagram. All right, the fun's going to continue here in a few minutes. We'll get you up to date with everything with a trending report, courtesy of JKJ. Go ahead, Aaron. Yeah, here we are. It's JKJ with Denver's best music. It is Mix 100. If you'd like to watch what's going on here in the studio, we are broadcasting live and local. We are in Lone Tree. Our live feed is on YouTube. Just search Mix 100 Denver on YouTube, and boom, there you are. It's brought to you by our good friends at Safeway. You can watch us. Hi, I'm waving to the camera. Hi, everybody wave. And be aware, we are live and local, which is great. We're not one of those morning shows that's being pumped in from out of state pretending to be here. So do your research. We're not sitting in New York or, on the East Coast or out of LA, anything like that. We're here. We're here in Colorado. We are Colorado people talking to our Colorado fans. So thank you so much for hanging out with us each and every day. Would you guys like to do a trending report?
Let's do it.
I do believe it is time. Check it out. Here's Jer on sports. The Broncos are going to be playing on Christmas Day.
Ooh.
Broncos, Chiefs at Arrowhead. And it'll be here before you know it, 226 days before Christmas. For those of you who are counting.
Like that. You skipped all the way over summer.
Believe me, I don't want to even talk about Christmas, but here we are. Broncos playing on Christmas Day. Nick Nack was like, this morning when she heard it, because she's like, these poor guys have to play on Christmas. I was like, they're making millions of dollars.
Exactly.
It's going to be fine.
Yeah, their Christmas is going to be great.
They're going to be just fine. So there's Jer on sports. Now into some other things that we can talk about. The Cannes Film Festival introduced a new rule prohibiting nudity on the red carpet and throughout the event. Because if you've noticed, some of these award shows have now turned into how risque can I be with my wardrobe. Have you guys seen the past few? Like, the ladies are wearing very sheer dresses.
Yeah.
I saw butt crack.
No, there's a lot of
butt crack.
Like the sheer panels that are cut out in the dresses, the high slits, the low slits, like
high slits, low slits, low slots,
so many
whatever.
slits. But yeah, it's definitely probably a good move for them.
I think so. They said that,
clean that up.
this trend of revealing so much is just so last
There's
year.
nothing left to the imagination, man. Like, you can just see
everything. And they say they're trying to
crazy.
uphold the formal atmosphere for this event. So
You know who I blame, Jer?
woo.
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, well,
Your
You
girlfriend.
leave Sydney Sweeney alone.
Your girlfriend.
You leave her alone, Josh.
it's all her fault.
I
All
know.
her fault.
Gosh.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Ladies can look sexy and it's fine. Like there's
You can
no
look
law
sexy without
against
your
it.
butt hanging out, though,
Or
right?
you
Like
can let your
full
butt hang out. Why not?
But not in
Like-
a formal atmosphere.
Or yeah, you can.
Oh, gee.
Like that's the thing.
At
Is
some point, just have some
until they make a
respect.
rule about it, which is what
They just
cans look like they
did.
did.
No more butt
Yeah.
crack. No
Yeah.
more butt crack.
Sun's out, buns out.
It's
That's
at
what's
nighttime,
up.
Katie.
Oh, okay. Moon's out.
Moon's out, moon's out.
Yeah.
Full moon tonight, ladies and
Moon's
gentlemen.
out, moon's out. Hey, Fox released their fall schedule. It looks like The Masked Singer is not coming back in the fall, but everyone don't freak out. I know Nick Nack loves this show. It's just on a break. We're on a break. It'll be back in January. They're also bringing back The Weakest Link and Fear Factor on Fox. A little reboot. They're calling it Fear Factor, the next chapter. Where they dump spiders on your face. And
I did
Ugh.
not enjoy
Some of that stuff.
so
that
cringy,
show.
right?
I could not do.
I didn't like it.
So cringy.
I liked it. I liked watching it when other people had to do it, but not me. I
Yeah.
could never do the
Like all the stuff they had to eat. And
tarantulas
drink
on your face.
I don't like how it makes my stomach feel.
I
don't
feel
like
funny.
That. Yeah, my tummy feels funny.
Prime, Amazon Prime is bringing back Mr. Beast games, renewed for 2 more seasons.
Yes.
Never watched it.
Are they giving away
kids did.
an island and a bunch of money again?
I don't know.
They gave away an island.
That guy's
Cher,
got too much money.
at the last one. And not to the person who won the big cash. Like, what was $1 million they
So
gave
they
away?
gave away cash and an island?
Yeah, so they gave one person won $1 million, and then another person won an island, and people throughout the show were winning all kinds of money. Like that guy gave away money like it was his job, which it was.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks he's so rich, and he's like, I actually give away most of my money.
Yeah.
He turns it all back into the business.
Yeah,
you know?
into the business
and that's
side of it.
super popular because of it. So
What a good guy he
got me
is.
hooked with that show. I'll watch seasons 2 and 3.
He can wear a sheer dress whenever he
He
wants.
sure can.
And then get this, Prime is bringing back American Gladiators from back in the day, which I absolutely loved when we had sleepovers as a kid. We would stay up till 10:30 just to watch Diamond and Ice go at it.
That's what it was. Gemini, Siren,
Geminis.
Sunny,
Yes.
Thunder Turbo,
Yeah,
Tower,
Thunder
Titan.
Turbo.
Oh, Blaze. I loved all of them. I had to
always
actually
wanted to
look up their
compete.
names,
I want-
but
Dude,
man.
there's a backstory show on Netflix. Netflix. Sorry, I choked on my spit. About all the behind the scenes stuff of American Gladiators. They were all sleeping with each other.
Oh, I bet.
They were all
I
sleeping.
mean-
together.
it's
when
like
you look like that.
yeah,
They're
it
all
was like, it's
jacked
like
up
the
on-
Olympic Village. you
Yeah.
know?
Got all that testosterone in you.
Yeah.
Of course they
You're
did.
bound to be making out with
Yeah.
each
Don't
other.
doubt it.
Come on now.
I've got one more thing for you. This dude in Australia has gone viral after washing his Crocs in the dishwasher.
Oh.
It's a hack that's been circulating online since 2021. It's not a new idea. But I guess this video blew up because he just went ahead and threw them in there with his dishes too.
Ew.
Knives, forks, plates, cups, and a pair of Crocs. Anyway, they turned out really good, but in true Crocs fashion, they shrunk up a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
They're a little tighter.
that hotness gets it to shrink
Ooh,
a
the
little.
hotness.
The hotness.
I left a pair of Crocs out on the back patio once, and the back patio gets a ton of sun. And I went back outside, and it was like a boy's 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because they
gosh.
really do shrink that
They
much.
do.
Like,
They turned into toddler shoes.
yeah.
Fast.
It's intense.
It's like, oh, my Crocs. All right, what's going on locally, Katie?
All right. Well, yesterday, you may have seen that I-70 was shut down westbound, both of the right lanes actually near Tower Road because a truck crashed, and this truck was carrying a bunch of eggs.
Uh-oh.
Eggs everywhere. The driver suffered minor injuries as well. I looked at a story that said he's supposed to be okay, but yeah, there were what looked like happened is all of the eggs that were in crates came through the front of the truck, the cab, and then spilled out onto the road there. But the pictures are absolutely just crazy. You
So
have to
many
look.
eggs.
There's so many eggs. It is a scrambled mess on I-70 there. But yeah, that had traffic pretty backed up for quite some time yesterday morning. And even our listeners were sending in pictures like, oh yeah, that scrambled mess on I-70.
Stop saying
Pretty
scrambled.
Crazy.
We get
Why?
it. Stop it. We get
That's
it.
what they said.
So
It was,
punny. So
no more
punny.
yolks, Jared.
No, stop it,
fine,
Katie.
Gosh.
Fine.
It's not that type of show.
All right.
We're
So-
not 70 years old.
Okay. Frontier Airlines, worst airline out there.
Oh, that's the one that
according-
nickels and dimes you for everything,
It
right?
does, yeah.
My
They're-
mother-in-law went up to the counter and asked a question, and they charged her $25 for the question.
No, they didn't.
They did. I believe it
Seriously?
was Frontier.
Oh my
Yeah, they charge you just to
gosh.
go up and talk to them.
That's insane. You're lying.
I believe
okay.
it was Frontier.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but it was, yeah, I think it was. I'll text Nick Nack.
Well, that's part of the reason this JD Power survey that was released of the 2025 North American Airline Satisfaction Survey. So, yeah, they say that airlines in general not going to be a good year because the expected fee and ticket hikes are on the horizon. But Frontier, like you said, Jer, they are pretty well known for nickel and diamond people
They sure
for
are.
every little thing. So
I've
it's
got
part
a
of the
question.
reason-
Go ahead and swipe your
Yeah.
credit card before we answer
right?
that.
Hey, your customer service is on the way.
Uh-huh.
This story, okay, Morris, the Colorado alligator from Happy Gilmore,
Aw.
passed away on Sunday. Oh, the Colorado
Aw.
Gator Farm posted on Facebook about the passing of their oldest alligator,
Oh,
Morris.
buddy.
He was in the movies and TV for a long time. In fact, I believe it was 1994. He was on an episode of Coach, and he completely trashed the TV set, and he had to retire after that.
There's a
the whole
throwback
reason.
for ya.
The whole reason he had to retire is
Coach.
because I loved Coach so much. I
pretty
loved
good.
that show.
Dick Van
But-
Dyke's brother was in that show, right?
Yeah, exactly. So was
Jerry.
Patrick from SpongeBob. He's Coach's sidekick.
Oh my God,
is the
that's
voice
right.
of Patrick. That's
Oh
why
my God, I forgot about that.
love that show so
Coach.
much. But obviously, he was also in Happy Gilmore. He's been in Dr. Dolittle 2, Interview with the Vampire.
Now
but,
he's a pair of boots.
or something.
nice
He
boots.
was between
purse.
80 and 100 years old. That
vintage
gator
boots.
It's a vintage
lived
purse
some
now.
years, but R.I.P. Morris, the Colorado
He's
alligator.
diva, though.
Hey, is he a diva?
Yeah, he was a diva.
Wearing
Always had his little
shades.
sunglasses on. Yeah.
He had a
no,
whole entourage.
no pictures.
Huge
No
posse.
pictures, please.
No
Yeah.
pictures. Hey, the highest home sale ever recorded happened in Boulder. Yes, it did.
Tell me
Okay,
more.
So there was a previous most expensive home sold for $13 million back in 2023, but the latest is at 1505 Sunset Boulevard. It's in Sunset Hill, which is one of Boulder's
Well, that
most
sounds fancy.
prestigious neighborhoods.
Hey, we're
yeah.
just over there in Sunset Hill.
Well, it's got an unobstructed view of the Flatirons.
Can you give me that address again?
Yeah, 1505 Sunset Boulevard is what it is. Floor-to-ceiling windows and see-through balconies. We hear they're made of glass. The house sold for $14.5 million.
I like the look of it.
Do you?
It's that square architecture. It looks like a box, but it's very modern looking.
Like industrial type? Is that
kind
what it
of
looks like?
industrial.
Okay. All right.
It looks like it's in one of those neighborhoods where they just scraped an old house and built this. Because, yeah, like right across the street, 2 little dinky ranches with 1-car garages.
A lot of Boulder is like that. The zoning is
They're
very
just
weird.
scraping and rebuilding.
The old houses were built, in 1943.
Yeah.
When
And
the
the
college
land's-
town was being built, and
Yeah.
then people wanted to redo it.
The land's worth more than the house.
Yeah.
Oh, my
yeah.
goodness. Yeah, well, that's the
I
latest.
like this house.
14.5.
I don't see $14 million in this house, though. Not at
That's
all.
the thing. When they said it and I was looking at it, I was like, I feel like I've seen nicer houses
Location,
in
location,
Boulder.
location.
But
Yeah.
anyway, that's the most expensive.
Plus, you said it's on what, Sunset Boulevard?
Yes.
That just sounds fancy.
It does.
Oh, I live on Sunset.
It's right by Pearl
It's
Street.
not, though.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's
right,
right by
there.
Pearl Street.
Yeah, it's right off Pearl Street.
All right.
So, okay. And then another great look for Golden. So the Coors Banquet Beer Company, they have a new edition can, the Legacy Collection, that they're going to start rolling out. And it comes with a can with the original logo first introduced in the
Yay.
1890s. It's the brewery in Golden. It's a picture of the Golden Brewery, and they're going to have it for, I believe, the rest of the year. So if you see those Coors Banquet beers with the old school Golden logo, pick some up because they're not going to be around forever, and it's going to be a collector's item. So that's pretty neat,
That's
right?
nice.
Yeah, a little love for Golden. And then Nuggets.
I'm more of a Bud Light guy. but-
Are you?
Oh, are you really?
Even in
No,
Colorado?
I'll be honest with you. I'm a Michelob Ultra guy. If I'm going to go for
that's
one of
even
those
worse.
Yeah, but a Coors
watery
Banquet,
beers,
dude?
a Coors
No,
Banquet's,
Coors Banquet.
it's
Yeah.
a little thick for me, maybe.
Oh my
That's why I
gosh,
do
too
it.
watery, too thick. You know what?
I
You get your
know.
strawberry
No, okay,
daiquiri
listen.
and shut your mouth.
Listen
I
here.
need a watery beer, so
Listen here,
I like the Michelob Ultra. Unless I'm like at a craft brewery and then I'm getting like the thickest thing they got.
Right.
Like I can eat it with a fork.
Don't you?
But like your basic Wednesday night beer, I'm doing like a Michelob
You're
Ultra.
notorious for getting a Princess Yum Yum, buddy.
I don't care.
So you can't talk about
That's a
how
summer beer. That's a solid
watery
summer
a
beer,
Coors
Josh.
Banquet is.
You don't even know. That's a solid summer beer. It's got raspberries in it.
Katie, it is actually so good. I'm not
It's
gonna
a
lie,
really
it's
good
actually
beer. And
so
it's
good.
Denver Beer Company.
You turned me
my
on to it, so
gosh.
you're right. But a Coors Banquet, man, you just feel like a hearty man with that.
Yeah.
It's nice.
yeah.
Go round up some
You
cattle
feel
on
like
the
you're gonna go
mountain.
grab a pack of smokes and leave your family.
Oh, that's any beer, honestly.
Jeez, that escalated
Huh.
quickly. All right, one more wrapping it up
What?
because the Nuggets are back in action tonight.
Hey.
Jared is a very, very big Game 5 in Oklahoma City taking on the Thunder.
That's tonight?
That is tonight. It's such a must-win game for the Nuggets, Jeremy.
I don't think I have anything going on tonight.
Okay,
I'll
you
probably,
watch?
I'll sit down. I'll plunk down on the couch and be a total court potato.
What?
Not a couch potato. It's a total court potato. How about that?
All right.
In honor of basketball.
Go Nuggets!
Go Nuggets! Side note, I'm so sick of my wife talking about how attractive Aaron Gordon is.
Because he is that man.
Really getting sick of
That
it. So.
man.
Go Nuggets. All right, that's it, you guys. That is the trending report with Jeremy, Katie, and Josh. It's traffic time. It is JKJ here at Denver's Mix. All right, so during that last trending report, the phone lines started ringing like crazy. Trish, why were they ringing like crazy?
For Nuggets tickets.
Oh, you think so, huh? So maybe you were listening for a secret phrase that I gave out earlier this morning? Is that how it went down?
That's exactly how it went down.
What was the phrase you were looking for?
A court potato or something like that.
Sure, something
I
like
don't know what it was. I don't even remember.
It was court
so
potato.
excited.
Yeah, instead of being a couch potato, I'm going to be a court potato tonight watching
Okay.
the game. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, so you had to be caller 10 when you heard court potato, and boom, you're caller 10. So tell you what, girlfriend, we're going to give you a pair of tickets to go see the Nuggets in person, Ball Arena, Thursday night.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Oh, you bet.
You're welcome, Trish.
You have a heck of a time. Who are you going to take with you, Trish?
My husband.
There you go. Score some good wife points. Good for you. Well, little birdie told me we might have more tickets tomorrow, so be listening tomorrow. Tell all your friends, all right, Trish?
I will do that. And I just want to say I love you guys. I have been listening to Mix 100 in the mornings for 25 years now. And all the way, Jeremy, when you started there, I was listening. So you guys are wonderful. I love you.
You're a
Oh,
sweetheart,
Trish.
Thank
Very
you.
kind. Very,
Thank
very
you.
kind.
We
Enjoy
love
that
you.
game.
Yeah, you have fun. Josh got all your information, so you'll probably be getting an email or something from us here in the next day or so, all right?
All right. That's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Trish.
Thanks, Trish.
Right on, guys. We got her
Yeah.
done. We said court potato. Don't call now. We already got a winner.
Already
we
did
already
it.
got a
Yes.
winner.
Go Nuggets.
And yeah, we'll have 2 more tickets to Thursday night's Nuggets game. Tomorrow morning, we'll give you all the details with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh, Denver's Mix 100.
Those aren't the only
Denver's best music mix 100. You have on Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. Thanks for hanging out with us. As always, you can check out our social media sites, Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Facebook and Instagram. We'd love it if you follow along. We post some videos on there, a lot of pictures, some fun stories. It's a pretty decent social media page, both of them, Facebook and Instagram, Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. Listen to this funny story that's out this morning. A University of Mississippi study found that 15% of people would rather be trash talked behind their back than ignored.
Wait. Say that again. I'm sorry.
You would rather be trash talked about behind your back rather than being ignored.
Oh, I guess because that means you're still important enough to be talked about.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo.
No, I agree.
They're
Yep.
still
They
talking.
say there are people who would rather be spoken poorly of than not mentioned at all.
Well, from a person who's spoken poorly of a lot, let me tell you, it's easier to be ignored. It's better to be ignored.
Gosh.
Just kidding.
Oh, they're
I'm
still
kidding.
saying your name at their
Show
table,
me,
though.
Show me on this doll who hurt.
I
Where
know.
you're hurting, Josh.
Right here.
Points to the heart.
there.
Oh,
The heart.
Oh.
Aw.
No,
Who's
I
talking
think-
bad about you?
Oh,
Is it
no.
me? Are you,
I know.
No,
It's
no.
me.
You talk bad about me to my face, which
That's
is good.
right.
I respect
Yeah.
that. I respect that. See,
That's really good.
no, I think it'd be better to be ignored, honestly. Don't you?
I think I'd
yeah,
have to
I don't
think
want
about this
people. Honestly, it happens a ton with this job, but
I mean,
yeah,
I have a true
don't-
fear. Like when I leave this room, you guys just talk mad smack about me, and I don't like that thought. I really don't.
Not just
Never.
not mad smack, just a
little bit.
of
Okay, that's fine. He's just like, I leave. He's like, he's so short. He's so short.
Oh, he's so tiny. I just want to pick him up and put him in my pocket. No, I think we've done pretty good today. We haven't trash talked to you too much
Today,
Yeah.
oh, good. Yay!
Yeah, it's been a good
Okay.
Tuesday.
Nice.
But you know, honestly, like just reading the story and thinking about it, would I rather be not talked about or talked about? Probably not talked about.
Yeah. Yeah, because also I think that it brings back a statement that I heard once that people who are doing more than you aren't the ones talking smack. It's the people sitting around doing less than you, being
Right.
jealous. So yeah, if people are
Yep.
ignoring me, it's because I'm hanging out with people who are doing more. And I think I want to hang out with those people. I think I want to hang out with the people who are too busy to talk smack. Right?
Honestly, I
Did you
wasn't
follow
even,
me with
I,
that?
I
No?
wasn't even listening. So
He was doing so much.
I was totally ignoring you. I had
Well,
to start this song. I had to
And
get
there's
things moved
that.
in.
You
so.
know what, Jeremy?
Tell me again now. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Denver's best music, Mix 100. Jeremy, Katy, Josh in the morning. My little thing here, Josh, is like
Knobby knob a little sticky.
my little knobby knob sticky.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's making the music go up and down. Up
It
and
is,
down.
yeah. Huh.
Huh. Somebody must have spilled a Mountain Dew in there or something.
Katy.
Katy?
I'm not over
Katie's
there
like, I don't even
anymore.
sit over there.
There's
That wasn't
Cheetos
me.
dust in it or something.
Oh, gross.
Let me see. It's a
Oh.
little better.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
We got to talk to engineering after the show. Hey, guys, we're done. We got to get out of here.
Okay.
We got to go plan tomorrow's show. And I got to get a sandwich. I'm hungry.
Ooh.
Sandwich.
Chicken bake?
Chicken bake.
Have you put the hot dog in the chicken bake yet? You have to do that and tell me what it tastes
Too
like.
erotic for me,
no,
Katy.
you have
Far
to
too
do-
erotic.
Go look on TikTok and see all the people doing that.
Listen,
like,
Nicole's
I want
already
to
going to yell at
know.
me enough for going to get a chicken bake.
Okay.
I can't shove a hot dog in it, too. I got to draw the line
fine.
somewhere.
Fine.
Somewhere, Katy.
Fine.
Josh, if anybody missed any part of the show today, podcast, where are they at?
Heck yeah, we got a bunch. Go to mix100.com. We have a bunch of podcasts there with the link right there. And then anywhere else you get your favorite podcast, just search Jeremy, Katy, and Josh.
There you go. That easy. All right, I have one final story for you before we get the heck out of here. If you're a man, listen to this, please. An ER doctor in Jacksonville, Florida is trending after he revealed the 6-word phrase that he sees as a huge red flag, specifically when guys say it.
I'm ready.
You guys even want to try to figure it out? He says whenever he hears it, he assumes something is very serious is going on. with the
How
man's
did
health.
that get up there?
How did
6.
that get up there? Oh, that's pretty good.
That's
pretty
6.
good.
That's 6.
No, you want the phrase?
Yeah.
My wife made me come in.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. He says huge red flag because guys typically put things off or they'll tough it out and enough is enough and the wife will make the appointment and say you need to go in.
That makes sense, yeah.
My
Your
wife
rash
made me
is
come in.
growing.
Oh, jeez. No.
You are now running a fever.
Katy, no. The words were my wife
I
made me come
know,
in.
but that's what the wife is saying to the
because-
husband. Like, yeah,
Been there.
it's turning purple. Like, time to go
Wives
to
are
the
good.
doctor.
Wives are good.
Wives are
Nick Nack
good.
has made me
Yes.
many appointments.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. And then when I get in there, the doctor's like, "You're fine. Why are you even
Yeah,
here?"
right.
My wife made me do it. That's it. We're out of here. We're Jeremy, Katy, Josh. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning here at Denver's Mix 100.
Bye.
Bye.